This is the Week 13 Fantasy Football Preview of the Houston Texans at Jacksonville Jaguars, brought to you by Fantasy Football Time. Follow us at Fantasy FB Time on all social media platforms. Welcome to Week 13, Texans and Jags. We have a Texans team that's treading water above 500. Jaguars, who knows? At least you had the bye week, right? Didn't lose last week. Unlike the Texans, who lost at home against Tennessee, CJ Stroud, 18 fantasy points, 2 turnovers, 2 touchdowns. Mixon cools off with only 40 yards on the day. At least he got 5 catches in there. Nico Collins showed his dominance with 5 catches, 90 yards and a score. Tank Dell had an okay day, but only 3 catches, 9 fantasy points. Dalton Schultz doesn't really do a whole lot either, only 2 catches. Cade Stover have to put in there, 3 catches and a score. Jacksonville Jaguars, again, was on the bye, trying to get healthy this week. Houston is on the road, a favorite at Jacksonville. 44-point over-under means should be some decent scoring involved. You got Stroud, Mixon, Collins, Dell, Schultz as your top fantasy players. Feel free to play all of these guys with confidence. Taking a look at the Jaguars defense, they allowed 52 against the Lions. The Jags, in the same breath, held the Vikings to 12. I think that's more of a Vikings thing than a Jags thing, and allowed 28 to Philadelphia. So the Texans do have plenty of offense. I don't think they're worse than Minnesota in terms of what they can do. Just the question is, can they protect CJ Stroud? The Jaguars have had 4 sacks in 3 games, and 3 of them came against Philly, so take that out of it. 1 sack, 3 picks against Minnesota, so that's, again, a Minnesota problem. And then Philadelphia, a fumble and a touchdown. So I think the Texans are going to have a good day. So let's give 3 touchdowns to Stroud, and let's give 2 to Mixon. I don't know, just feeling generous in there. But 3 touchdowns to Stroud, you certainly have a great chance with Collins, Dell, and Schultz each getting one, although Schultz is certainly a 50-50 chance. But let's get Collins and Dell a score. Jacksonville Jaguars have Trevor Lawrence trying to come back from that shoulder injury, 16 points forecasted, and honestly his whole team is impacted, so not really strong plays if you're a Jaguars owner, but I put Bigsby back on there. Feels like the running back by committee, which is not really what you want to see in fantasy, but they both have that potential to take over that backfield. It's been going back and forth. Texans defense in the last 3 games allowed 32 to Tennessee, which is something, held Dallas to 10, which is not something, and 28 against Detroit. So they fared better against the Lions than the Jags did. 13 sacks, 8 of which against the Titans, 5 against Dallas. So they can pressure the quarterback, but that's 2 out of 3 games where all those sacks came from. 5 picks against Detroit, so take that out of it. So you got 5 turnovers in 3 games, 2 touchdowns. Texans D is doing pretty good. So if you're a Jacksonville owner, I can't predict more than 2 touchdowns, honestly. I mean, it's certainly anything's possible, but I think let's give Bigsby a touchdown, let's give Ingram a touchdown, and sorry, I mean, it really is a coin flip for all these players, but this is just going off pure gut. Thanks so much for watching. Follow and subscribe at Fantasy FB Time. Welcome to Week 13. God bless.